Hey RCTV, my name is Sofia Gomez and I'll be introducing your student body presidential candidates. Hey guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey everybody, my name is Isa Moreno.
My name is Pipe Alcocer.
We're gonna have a special guest come in and ask the question, Mr. Ochoa.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Mr. Ochoa, and I'm gonna be the special guest moderator. Hope you guys don't mind. And so we're gonna do 5 rounds. There's gonna be no cuts, no editing, because basically I'm gonna have to do editing, so I don't wanna have to do that.
Hashtag keeping it real.
Right, exactly. So we'll see. We're gonna try to keep the answers as short as possible. If they go long, can you just kind of keep the timer in just 1 minute? If they go long, flag it. We're gonna cut that candidate off, right? So just really quickly, in under a minute, Isa, can you go ahead and start? Just tell me some of the things that you're involved in.
All right, under a minute. I am involved, ever since the starting of my high school, I've been involved in student council. I've been in student council for 2 years, and can we do that part again?
No cuts.
Okay.
Sorry.
Actually,
Timer's still going, yeah.
No, I'm gonna stop. No.
44 seconds.
No, stop. You can't do this
Just
to
go,
me.
just go. It's keeping it real.
All right.
Hey.
Ever since the start of my high school, I've been involved in student council. I've been student body rep, and I'm currently student body vice president. I'm in History Club, SAD Club, FCCLA, Skills USA, and I'm in 2 outside organizations. One of them is known as Hiro and Faro. It's a church group that helps with the formation of adolescents. And I'm in LLS, which is a Leukemia Lymphoma Society, and we collect funds for cancer patients that are suffering from leukemia. And all of us go into medical patient research care.
Good job, wow.
44 seconds.
Wow, she got it. Okay.
45 seconds.
Pipe, you want to go ahead and...
That's the time. Okay.
Football.
So,
Wow.
yes, I am in football. I'm also your current junior class representative, and just like Isa, I'm also in the LLS community, and I also am in Faro and Hiro. Sorry. And yeah, that's about it.
That's awesome. And so my next question for you, and so of course, right, if money wasn't an issue, what is one thing that you would do first if you were given unlimited resources to change one world problem?
Definitely the shortage of food and water that goes in a lot of countries, because I've ever since I started getting more involved in other clubs, I've learned a lot of research. Not a lot of research, but a lot of facts about the world and how much how alarming the rates are of shortage water. For example, in Africa, I went to an FCCLA event, and there was this one guy that was literally selling socks, and all of the funds started going into water wells, and they ended up filling 6 water wells with just a region and the state competition. I found that super cool, and I hope I could be part of that one day.
That's awesome. Thank you. Pipe?
I think I would put a lot of money into law enforcement in general, because right now, the world isn't really the most secure place. Here in the United States, it's not really that safe anymore, but it's not just here. In the UK, Mexico, for example, I feel like there's just a lot of, not terrorists, but people getting, people getting jumped and stuff. So
Also school shootings.
also school shootings,
It's been very
all
alarming,
that.
the rate.
I don't know if I can mention that, but okay. Yeah, all the school shootings, all the shootings in general, it's awful. So I think a lot of money would go into making schools and places just more safe,
That's good. Yeah, every student should feel safe going to school, and I feel like that's something that's being robbed from a lot of you guys. And so, Biba, I'll ask you the next question. And so, you're in sports, you're in football, right? And so, what's one thing that you've learned in your time in football that has helped you to be a better leader?
I think it's in football we have 4 pillar words that Coach Crow, if you're watching this, he makes us say it maybe 10 times a day. Character, discipline, effort, and faith. I think the one I stand by the most is character. The person you are is your character, and the person you are is eventually what's going to lead you to be whatever you want to be in the future. You can't be anything if you don't have the character. If you don't put in the work. The person you are. You need to treat other people the way you want to be treated. So, yeah, that's basically.
That's good. And Isa, are you in any sports?
Well, I recently got out of track because I had sprained my ankle.
Okay, so hey, we're live, we're not cutting, so we're gonna have to go.
You
with
have to
it.
keep it real. Keep it real.
I
Keep it real.
so keep it real.
I told mine.
All right. So, what is something that you've learned in quitting track?
Okay, this is so personal. Let's get in personal now.
All right.
Yeah, that wasn't a good
Well,
question.
I just was getting very injured, and unfortunately, I didn't have the passion I had for it before, and I'm really sad that was the case. But I did learn a lot from being a part of the track team, such as like discipline and all those things, especially since I joined in COVID year, which was my freshman year. I got the opportunity to compete with the varsity team, and it just like gave me a whole different perspective on competition. And unfortunately, I just chose that wasn't my way to go, and I started finding my own extracurriculars, and I started my own small business of painting sweaters, and I've also learned a lot of things by that, and I've been just doing a lot of other things in my life. But track will always be something I always keep very close to my heart. Thank you, Coach Dirt, and thank you, Coach Garcia.
That's awesome. All right, right on time. All right, so I'll start with you on the next question.
Yeah.
And so, what is one extracurricular club here on campus that has helped you grow into the person that you are?
Honestly, I joined FCCLA this year, and the first off, like I joined like for the various like clusters they had, which was super cool. But honestly, with FCCLA, I feel like I honestly really found my place with friendship and like how to view and work in a team, because I worked in parliamentary procedure. So it just gave me a whole other form of discipline and like how to put the effort if you want something to work well. And just like working with the outcome, I've learned a lot from my teachers and my peers, which is something I'm very grateful for. And I just hope I could give the same message to the people when I am an officer for FCCLA next year.
That's good. So people ask you the same question. What's one club that you're involved in that has kind of helped shape you?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that I am in SAD Club, and this year, I think one of the things that has hit me the hardest in my life was a field trip we had this year. It was to a retirement home, but for people with disabilities. So it wasn't sad to see, because at the end of the day, they were all smiling, they were all happy that we were there. But I don't know, it just like, it really hit knowing that eventually like we're all gonna be there, and all the people we know are eventually gonna be there. So it kind of just like reminded me to like always check up on like your elderly people, your parents, even your grandparents, like, you know, just always check on them, be with them as much as you can, because at the end of the day, like,
You never know when.
you never know.
No, it's good. Thank you so much for sharing that. And so for this next round, we're going to do something a little bit quicker, all right? And so we're going to play a game, all right? And so I'm going to pick a topic. Let's just say brands of clothing. And you guys are going to have to just go off the top of your head and we're just going to mix it up a little bit in between the questions, right? And we'll see who is able to... We'll see who's able to last the longest, right? And so we'll go with my favorite, brands of cars.
So like say like we go one and one.
You're gonna go one and one until one person can't think of anything.
Okay, do I start?
You start.
Okay,
Alright.
BMW.
Ferrari.
Mercedes. You have to hit it, like it's a...
Oh, Jeep.
Porsche.
Audi.
Corvette.
That's not a brand. So
Of a car?
no, the brand is Chevrolet. So Pipe, point number one. Good job. We'll do 3 rounds. Make it fair, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not good at these, so.
Me neither.
We'll do colors.
Oh,
All right,
no.
ready? Pipe, you're gonna go ahead and start.
White,
Black.
red,
Green.
blue,
Yellow.
purple,
Orange.
pink.
Brown.
All right, tied 1-1. So let's do a tiebreaker. All right. Here's the final one. Let's do.
Make it like more like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. Let's do sports.
You're talking about the person that quit sports? What sports?
Well,
Really? This
let's
is
try
a
it.
little
High
personal.
school sports.
Oh, girl, I don't like what
No, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Let's see how well you guys know your school. That we participate in.
Oh, that we participate.
Yeah, that we participate in. And if you guys get to the end, well then both of you, it's the tie.
Oh, I'm not gonna get to that.
All right, ready? Ibe?
I start.
Or Isa, you're
Yeah.
gonna start.
Swimming,
Football,
golf,
baseball,
track,
wrestling,
cross country,
water polo,
volleyball,
tennis.
soccer. But
There's still more.
There's
que no saben.
no esports.
Well,
I mean-
we'll get to it. Let's-
Yeah.
It's because what other?
No, yeah, it's because it is considered a sport since
Yeah,
you're in
that's fine.
competition.
Oh my god.
Did you guys?
Yes, exactly. That's
Wow.
that-
Okay, we'll just call it a tie because they couldn't make the whole list. But there are still a little bit more sports that
All right.
Which
But-
ones? I need to know.
Sorry, I need to know.
Yeah.
But
Diving.
but isn't that's still
Dive-
considered
we
in
have-
swimming?
Swimming and diving.
So it
have
would be
diving.
track and field.
Cross country.
I literally said cross country.
Yeah, she
What's
said
that?
cross. She said cross.
But
Oh,
then
cross.
diving. It's swimming, water polo, and diving.
Yeah,
But
swimming,
is it
water
like
polo, and
swimming,
diving.
like everything's considered in it?
Yeah.
It's like saying I say track, okay, then
Yeah,
field
it's
is
track and
missing,
field,
but
it's
it's
a
track
field.
and field.
No, I think that's why there's an and in the middle. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like considered both like paired groups.
Like track and
you know?
field.
Track and field.
I don't know.
You know, like you don't
We
say.
forgot cheer,
oh, I
right?
do
So-
field. No,
Oh,
you say I
and
do track
color-
and
color
field.
guard?
Oh, I do
Band.
track.
There's
Oh,
a
you do
representative
say
from
track.
the cheer squad in the room, and so they were offended that you did not say that. So, both of you guys. No. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on with the questions really quick, and we're almost running out of time. But just really quick off the bat, so why do you guys feel like you would be a good presidential candidate for the student body? And so, Pipa, you want to go first?
I feel like I would be a very good presidential candidate because I have very good leadership skills. I've always, I've always liked being the leader. Ever since I lived in Mexico, I was a leader of my basketball team over there, even though I don't play it anymore. And I mean, that's kind of where it all started. As dumb as it sounds, that's where it all started because that's where one of my biggest friend groups got created, and to this day we're still very united. And then when I came here and I joined Faro Hiro, I feel like that also helped me a lot in becoming a leader, and then just joining all the extracurricular sports. I've gone to a couple of leadership camps over the summer, and I feel like that's what would help me the most.
That's good. Isa?
All right, so since I have mentioned before, I have been part of student council since the start of my high school. And since I have both the experience of a class officer, which is rep, and student body officer, which is vice, I feel like I have both perspectives and both views on what you have to put in to make this organization work and a good outcome on everything. So I feel like that really helps me and gives me a little bit of support on how to view this community.
That's good. Awesome. And so, just in conclusion, we're going to try to get to know you a little bit better. I'm going to do a speed round. And so, just 1 second answers, right?
All right.
I'm going to ask both of you the question. So, what's your favorite color?
White.
Red.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
What's your favorite?
Both same.
What's your favorite rom-com movie?
Rom-com movie. Oh, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
How do you know what a rom-com is?
Romantic comedy.
Anything with Christian Bale.
I don't really watch rom-coms, but is
Okay.
La La Land a rom-com?
I mean,
No, that's a music one. That's
But, like,
La La
it's
Land
like-
is like my
It can,
favorite
it can
movie.
go as a rom-com, even though
It's like my
yeah.
favorite movie of all time, to be honest.
Okay. What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Nah.
What's your
Ay, bien
favorite?
inteligente,
What's your
Beata.
favorite memory of this past school year?
Honestly, not just because you're here, but Rattler Creative, honestly, everything has been super cool because I came very unexpectedly. I was literally just in a class of commercial photography with Mr. Ochoa just because I needed the credit, and I ended up meeting so much new friends.
Going a little too long,
month.
right?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
it's
we'll
It's
cut her
because
off.
it's getting a little bit sentimental.
All right. People, we're going to have to give you the same amount of time, but yeah.
Oh yeah, the football team. To be honest, I hadn't really been that involved with the football team because I got injured. But this year, when I actually started getting more involved and meeting all of my teammates, I mean, I can't ask for a better experience than that. So, I love you guys.
That's good. And so, what do you guys think of the activities the student council was able to do, or student body was able to do this past year?
Well, definitely, we did have a lot of fun activities back in the fall, and I really liked all of those things like Trunk or Treat, and Cheerpalooza was obviously a really big one, but I feel like we tried more publicity on the new things that we need to do, that the new events, like the dodgeball tournament and everything, and I feel like everything is going to turn out well if more publicity is shown, but yeah.
That's good, Pipa.
Yeah, I agree with Isa on that. In the fall, there was a bunch of stuff that we did, and it was super fun. And I feel like in the spring semester, it was more like you said, less publicity, less activities. But I mean, all we have to do is just add those, and it'll be amazing.
That's good. And so, what's one thing that you would like to, an event or an activity or something you would like to implement going forward in this next coming year, if you're selected?
I would definitely, well, it's not I would honestly, I had said this in my video, and it's more like a community service event, but I had recently fostered a dog and in the Palm Valley shelter, and I would like to organize a field trip where all of us collect donations for that place because there's a lot of mistreated dogs over there, and just help the shelter out with any of their needs and care. So it's a really big thing that I would like to implement possibly, but yeah.
I would like to add a class Olympics. Every class gets their best athletes, and for a week, for a week or more than a week, we compete in the Olympics in a bunch of different activities throughout the day, and
That'd be cool.
yeah, that would be very cool.
It's kind of similar to like winter games, but since winter games is only
Yeah,
like
it's
whenever-
only like
like
for
a
the
whole
few
week
hours.
would be cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so we're already at the end of our little questionnaire segment, and so really quickly, I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to speak to your high school comrades and let them know how they can vote for you guys. And so, what days are they available to vote, and how are they able to vote?
All right. Well, starting off today, Thursday is early election day. So basically, during A and B lunch, we're gonna be meeting outside of the pavilion behind the library. Make sure to bring your IDs, and you're gonna put your vote there in a computer. And that's for early election day. And for Friday?
And for Friday, it's the same thing. Also, during A and B lunch, make sure to bring your IDs. If you don't have an ID, go print one out, or I think you can show your Skyward. And just go to the pavilion, show the teacher ID, and they'll tell you where to vote right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. And I believe that both of them are Ochoa certified, and I believe that they're going to be great candidates, whoever you choose. And I hope that you guys go out and vote and show your support for each of these candidates. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.